Alright, today for me, real time, day 5. I'm done for the day. Not a ton happened. We didn't get a ton of people for, I mean, there were over 100 entries by the time I left, but there were just more dealers than needed. Actually, probably could have dealt cash today. Tournament guys just said I was done eventually, and I mean, there's definitely no harm in going over to the cash game area and asking if they need someone else, but I had some things to do. And I'm working like the first 9 days of the tournament, so not only am I a little busier, it's probably like the same amount of busy, but way less flexibility in my schedule, and I'm also always busy during like business hours. I had some stuff I had to do, so when they told me I had to go, I left. In the future, I plan on always asking the other side of the room what if they need someone else. If I'm dealing cash and they say, you know, we don't need you anymore, someone else showed up for a new shift, go over to the tournament area, and vice versa. If the tournament floor people say I'm done, go over to the cash game area, ask them if they need someone else. But didn't do that today. So today is day 5, so not a ton happened. Dealt a few no limit hold'em tournament downs. Shout out to the guy from New Mexico who was in the 1 seat on table 36 while I was dealing table 36. Viewer of the channel, glad you're enjoying the videos. And I thought today I would go over the cost of getting the position. A little annoying since I wrote everything down and left it in the house, and now I'm out taking a walk and having a cigar that Cliff gave me. Thanks, Cliff. And I remember the total though. I remember most of it. Okay, first thing, I had to print out 2 things. Let's make a little more room. Had to print out 2 things and bring in while I was doing HR related things at Gold Coast. So I printed it in the FedEx office in Paris. Each sheet of paper was 23 cents. So a total of 46 cents to print out 2 things that I had to bring in. In addition to that, there was the gaming license, which was more of just a formality if you don't have like a criminal record, I guess. That exact number's on the screen. It was like $45 or something like that. Then there was also the fingerprinting. So the fingerprinting, there's 2 parts to it. The total was $64. There were many choices I had to go to a place that does fingerprinting. The 2 costs were, 1, the fingerprinting at that location. In addition to that, that location takes a second number, a second amount of money, and sends it to the gaming commission. So the total was $64. The breakdown is on the screen. I think the only other thing I had to pay, which wasn't really a necessity if you had it, I told you I didn't have a good sit-down belt. I only have a good stand-up belt. I bought a belt and a pair of pants that cost a total of $25.04. So that was everything. I guess I probably could have got away without printing those 2 things. If you had a belt that's comfortable, if you had pants that are all black and comfortable, you wouldn't need that. The other things you would have to do at some point, if you already had a gaming license, I think you would just have to renew it. You wouldn't have to get your fingerprinting done again. Say you worked at like MGM dealing poker last year and then quit in December, and this year you wanted to work the Orleans series. Well, you already had the fingerprinting happen to get that position. So I think you would just need to, like, every year pay a fee to keep your gaming commission, your gaming license current. You wouldn't need to get the fingerprinting again. So whatever that cost is, which I don't know. I guess next year I'll know when I renew it to deal the summer series next year. But those were the costs for me. The total, I never said the total, $134.50, which was made back on day 1. So there you go, cost of doing business. And I guess that's it. It feels like a pretty short video for day number 5. Tomorrow's video, I plan on it being a recap of the first week, because even though it was only 5 days, not 7, the Orleans calendar seems to go Friday to Thursday. Every pay period, so every time we get paid for a 2-week period. That 2-week period is a Friday to 2 Thursdays ahead. So those 14 days. So the week at Orleans seems to be Friday to Thursday, and today is a Thursday. So even though I only worked 5 days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that is the first calendar week done for me, and tomorrow will be a recap of that. And there you go. That's it for now. And remember, rice is a spoon food.